Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Live in the Rise. It's another. Where my risers at? Where my risers at? It is early, and the early bird get the worm, right? So we're here early. It's about 40 minutes after the hour, so it's about 20 minutes to the top of the hour. And my verse of the day came in. The word of the day is here. Yesterday I missed you all, but today we're here again, and I'm thankful that I'm able to be here today. I did some painting yesterday, so I had some time to be creative, and I like time to be creative. I'm watching my painting right now that I did yesterday. It's not finished, so I'm not showing it. But the word today and the verse today are powerful. Both, as always, very powerful, as always. And when, to preface this, thanks so much for joining. There's my riser. Thanks so much. How are you? Thank you much for joining. But the psalm today, I've been missing the psalm. I've been doing just the verse of the day and the word of the day, not to overwhelm everybody. And the psalm, I've missed several times. I've missed the psalm. But today, August 21st, we have to share the psalm. It's a question, the psalm today. It's asking how long, and it's 6 verses. And look, 6 people are risers. Greetings, risers. Thanks for being a riser. You are rise. You have risen. You have risen. Rise with the risen Christ. As Christ have risen, we too must also seek for what's above and not for what's below. Isaiah 56 verse 7 is ushering in our word today. And I haven't mentioned what the word is today yet, but the word today is communication. It's prayer. P-R-A-Y-E-R, prayer. Greetings. Thank you for joining Live in the Rise, and thank you for liking the video as well. But the word today is prayer. Prayer. Prayer is communication. Okay. My children's dad wants me to pray for him. And when people say that, they haven't yet unpacked things within themselves. So asking someone to pray for me when you yourself can pray yourself. How do you pray? How do you talk and communicate to the Creator? Do you have a certain place you do that in? Do you have a certain things that you speak about, talk about, communicate about? How do you communicate to the Creator? Do you communicate to the Creator through your art? Do you communicate to the Creator through your relationships with others? How do you communicate? Because communication is a connection. Communication is a connection with righteousness. Now, those of you who are just tuning in, You're here for a reason. Okay, J Dove, you know what's up. How are you, my love? Messi, what's up? It is important to have that connection. We have to connect with something. We are creatures of connection, creatures of communication. So when we talk about prayer, that's what prayer does. It gives a connection with your creator, however you want to call that. Okay? All right? You have that. It's within you. Blessed rise to you. Selam. Hell is low. We don't want to go. Um, yes, we have to look at it that way, J-Dub. Many people look at below as, you know, we don't, that higher power is going to lead us. Our heart is going to get us into trouble. I'm telling you that from experience. Okay? It's going to get us into trouble. We have to lead with our mind, and our mind is powerful. It's a powerful tool. So the word of the day today and the verse of the day came in on my phone, and the verse of the day is coming from Psalm 42, verse 8. Oh my goodness, 428. You know who you are. Oh my gosh. Do you sometimes feel like you're supposed to be with someone but you're not with them? But you're supposed to be with them? That feeling just came over me now with Psalm 428. So, the verse of the day today is coming from Psalms 428. And we're going to get right into that verse of the day. This is intriguing me now as what this is about to speak about. Verse of the day. Verse. Verse of the day. Verse. Verse of the day. Verse. Verse of the day. Okay, the verse of the day. Now we talk about enlightenment, and we have to define these things. When we're talking about enlightenment, you give examples of that enlightenment about traversing to places with your body and sitting in solitude with yourself, and you will invite the righteousness of the power of awareness to manifest, and you will be given extreme knowledge of yourself and how to traverse in your journey. And it begins with communication. So the word today is powerful for August 21st, as we are finishing up the month of August, really going into the new year. For me, the new year, and going around the earth and coming around it in a time where the world is not in that same time. Their January 1st is their new year, right? Everybody is programmed into that way. And drugs and alcohol and food has been used to keep people following those things. So once I stopped eating certain foods, as the foods and the drugs become more programmed to certain things, I'm glad I stopped those things. So when we look at the verse of the day, prayer and words that you use to communicate, you want to check the words coming out of your mouth. Okay? Check the words coming out of your mouth and the tone in where those words are coming from. Like, check your tone. And it's important to be aware of that, aware of yourself. And that's where J. Dove is talking about this 9 levels of awareness, because you become more aware of what you're doing, what you're doing to other people. So the word prayer communicates and connects with righteousness. So Isaiah 56 verse 7 is what's ushering us in the word of the day today. Isaiah 56 verse 7. For my house shall be called a house of prayer for all people. That's it. And I mentioned this to someone yesterday, that my home is a home of the Lord. It's a home of goodness, mercy, righteousness. That means that there's no confusion, no anger, no hate, no upset, no confusion, none of that. Okay? And Isaiah 56 verse 7 hits it right there, hits it. Because wherever you dwell, you want that to be clean, kind, and full of integrity. That means honesty. So as we go into this word today, prayer, think about that. So prayer is the rhythm of my heart. With every beat, I feel my connection to God, to Jah, to the Most High, the most righteous of righteous, my source of all that is good. My prayer practice keeps to deepen that awareness, that connection to that source of all that is good, because nothing is good out here in the world. It's not nice, okay? It's not. And I am looking for the source of all that is good, and it's not of this world. Anywho, my prayer practice, when I live in the rise right now here, gives me strength in that to deepen that awareness. So in quiet moments of prayer, I align myself with the presence of righteousness within as I quiet my thoughts and mental chatter. In this state of calm, I gain a new sense of tranquility and divine order in my life. I affirm I can do all things through the power and presence of righteousness within. I come away from this quiet time with renewed strength and confidence. Awareness. I am able to face any obstacle with courage and any challenge with faith that the highest good will unfold. In a moment of fear or uncertainty, I prayerfully return to my inner calmness. I think clearly, feel deeply, and respond with love. This ending part is important. Respond with love. When someone says something to you that's rude or disrespectful, respond with love. That's what you have. You have to do it. You have to practice it. Even if you have to act it out at the beginning, let it become a habit that you respond with love. So when you practice something, you perfect something. Practice makes perfect. So practicing good behavior and practicing to respond with love gives you that fullness. As Isaiah 56 verse 7 speaks of, the home where you create a home is going to be called a house of prayer. That's what that home is created for. It's not created for you have a movie room in your home, but you don't have a prayer room. You have a room where you can sit and watch movies. You know, it's a movie room. You have the TV, the screen is huge. But you don't have a room where you can go in and pray and communicate to the most righteous of righteous. So this is what Isaiah is speaking of. My house shall be called a house of... I want to go to Isaiah's house. I want to go to his house, honey. Because when you walk in there, you know what you're gonna get. You know what's happening. People are communicating to the Most High. They're doing art there, creating a business there, creating a song, they're making music there. Some expression of creation is coming out of them. And that is the prayer that's happening. And that is the house Isaiah 56 verse 7 is talking. That his house is going to be a house of. And it's going to be for all peoples, because everybody is welcome to express their creativity the way that they were created through that prayer. So this word of the day, this word of the day, this is the word of the day. I said the verse of the day, but
it's the word of the day.
That is, I had to end it with that, the word of the day. That was the word of the day.
Word of the day, word of the day, word of the day.
And that word of the day is prayer. It's communication to righteousness, to the Most High. That presence. And what is that? What is God? People say, God bless. What does that mean? That means may righteousness, mercy, love, kindness, integrity be with you and encompass you. So that's what that means. Some people may use it and speak it and then do the opposite of that. That's not for me to judge. That's not for me to judge. That is for the creator that created that person to deal with and to judge that. So you return to your inner calmness. In that moment of fear or uncertainty, you're like, what happened to this? Where's this? You're going fussing about something. Return to your inner calmness. Return to that inner calmness. And so you can be able to think clearly. You can be able to feel deeply, a deeper love, and respond with that love. Respond with that love. So the word of the day, I love it. And Isaiah, I love that book of Isaiah. The verse of the day is coming from Psalm 42, verse 8, as I mentioned, 428. And it speaks through the day, like through your day today, the Lord directs the Lord's love. And what is the Lord? The Lord is what I just said, God, right? Lord Jesus, Selassie the First, Jehovah Jireh. The many names of the Most High is beautiful. I embrace them all. And that means kindness. That's what the Lord means. Love, kindness, calmness, blessedness. It means that. So during the day, this is what will direct your day. The love of righteousness. And during the night or the light, the song of righteousness is going to be in your mind. You ain't gonna have this F this up and violent this up in your mind with that song. Our pastor said that, songs, this is how the enemy gets into people, through music. Okay? So the song of righteousness is with you. You're listening to righteous lyrics, in other words. Like, I gotta make some songs. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go in the studio again and put down some tracks. I have a song, I Got a Shepherd. I sent it to a church in Arkansas. Hopefully they can put some music to it and make it happen. Because I got a shepherd. Don't mess around. Okay? So during the day, this shepherd, this most righteous, directs your steps. And then it's a lullaby at light, at night, at light at night. That's with you. And that's a communication of righteousness, a prayer to the God of my life. So we have the word today, prayer. And then the verse today talking about that's what the prayer is. It's a song. It's during the day. You have your life is not your own. It belongs to the most righteous of righteous. And that dwells within you. So you're responsible, in other words. As a human part of humanity on this earth, you have a big responsibility to yourself and to others. Very big. So that is our verse today.
It's the word of the day. It's the
Okay, no, it's the verse.
verse.
That was the verse of the
Verse
day,
of the
everybody.
day. Verse.
And that's coming from Psalm
Verse of the
428.
Verse.
Okay?
Verse of the day.
During the
Verse.
day,
Verse of the day.
the Lord directs his love. At night, his song is with me, a prayer to the God of my life. So, yeah, that's beautiful. Like, I didn't translate it just now. I just read it just how it is. And it's powerful. During the day, you're gonna, I was in the hot sun for 2 days. I didn't go yesterday, but I was there Monday, Tuesday. Um, and I didn't go yesterday, and today I gotta go actually right now. But anyway, the sun was hot, and the love of the most righteous of righteous kept me. There was a young man, his name is Isaiah. He came and helped me put my stuff in the Jeep, in my Jeep. And his name is Isaiah. And it's interesting because now I'm reading from the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 7, that's ushering in our word today, prayer. And then our verse today coming from Psalm 42, verse 8, that this is a prayer to the God of my life, that during the day, the love of God directs me. At night, the song of God is with me. So you have direction with love. Love is directing. So it's hard to some to feel that love because people have disconnected from themselves. It's a coping, I think, mechanism. They've disconnected from themselves, so they put on this other thing. Anyway, that's for the therapist to work out. And not to just work out, but they have to unpack people's disconnections from themselves. Excuse me. It is early. We're at the top of the hour now, 5 minutes after the top of the hour, and I gotta go. But the psalm today, please read it. It is Psalm 13. How long, O righteousness, will righteousness forget me forever? Because people are upset and angry. People are violent, domestic violence. It's just a lot going on. And this Psalm 13 today says, I'm not going to read it all through, but it ends with trusting in that steadfast love. And that's what that prayer is. Trusting in that steadfast love. My heart is going to rejoice in salvation. And I'm going to make music to the Lord, to righteousness. My music is going to be righteous lyrics. Okay? Because of being dealt so bountifully, that I've been given so much. Number one, being able to wake up. It's not about our money in your bank account. It's about you're able to wake up and see a new day and give thanks for that day. That's the first bountiful receiving that you are getting, not even knowing. Thank you for liking this video and for listening 20-30 minutes in here. But I end with that Psalm 13 because it gives an important look into that awareness, that enlightening yourself with your knowledge and awareness of you, and unplugging from the matrix. Unplug and connect with you. That's where you're going to connect with God, because God is in you. You are in God. You are part of that. Whether you want to say it or not, you've been created. And you want to leave a legacy of life and learning, not a legacy of lunacy where you're being lunatic, you're being angry, you're always upset, you're always cursing, you're always calling people the N-word, you're using the F-bomb more than you use faith. Instead of using the F-bombs, use faith. Because with faith, that the highest good will unfold. That's the faith. When you have, any challenge, any obstacle, you're going to face it with courage and with faith that the highest good will unfold, because everything is working for your good. You may be going through something really hard, but that is happening for your good. Mosquitoes are biting me. I'm in a hot box. Da-da-da. My son complains. It's not good to complain. Everything is working for your good, so you look at it as that. That is it, y'all. We're wrapping up. We're wrapping up here. Let's outro. Have a blessed day, everyone. I gotta go take my laundry down here and put it in front of the door so I can wash them. Today is laundry day, y'all. Have a blessed day. Remember, stand in love, don't fall in it. And standing in love is standing in communication with your righteousness of righteous, that's your creator, the most high, that dwells within you. It's not outside there. Watch your mouth. Think about the things that you're speaking and respect your elders. Have a